One of the most important things in soap opera acting is reacting. This does not mean acting again.
Hey, it's me, it's JSB, and today on Acting is Reacting, we're back to self-reaction mode where I watch myself in something. This one's going to be a bit different because rather than being a complete film or music video or clip or whatever, I'm actually going to look at my own comedy showreel. Um, those of you who are actors, you know what showreels are, but anybody who doesn't know, it's basically uh, kind of a compilation of clips that you try and get forward or get put forward to casting directors to see what you have done, what you can do, so that they can cast you in other, hopefully better things. Um, this one has definitely got me work, um, so I'm taking it as a success. There's a possibility, which we'll get to in a moment, that the first clip on it has completely put people off from watching the rest and may have lost me work, but I don't know about those ones. I only know about the ones where people have said, I want your comedy reel and I'm hiring you because of it, or at least giving you an audition because of it. Now, I've got two reels. You can have reels for different things. You can have commercial reels, corporate reels, etc. This is obviously my comedy one, but I have a companion piece which is the drama equivalent, more serious work, in which I'm creepier. Um, those the elements on that are probably all online for us to have a look at individually at some point in the series, whereas there's quite a lot on the comedy reel that isn't anywhere else. So I thought we'll have a look at this and I'll kind of dissect why things are put on the reel in the order that they are, and we'll see where we go from there. Really, I'm a little more familiar with this because I put it together myself. Obviously, this was April, May last year that I put it together. I mean, hopefully, I have new material coming, so I'll update it again mid or late this year and just keep it fresh, basically. So I've always got something new for people to see if they've seen me before. That's the theory and the hope. Right, that's enough waffle and preamble. Let's have a look at the comedy reel of the noted actor, or in this case me, Joseph Simpson Bushell. Okay, so it starts with a quick headshot and spotlight pin. And oh look, it's two guys at a urinal. What could be going on here? Oh dear.
Now it's time for our favorite round.
Right. I'll just pause it there. So what have we seen so far? We've seen my name, picture of my face, and then a very quick little snippet of a scene that I call the attention grabber. Again, yeah, that was the bit I should have maybe warned you about, but it's only brief, and you've seen worse, I'm sure. It's from a short film that actually never got completed, but I'm only in that very tiny bit at the start. The main character is having a bad day and it's about to get worse. He's just having a wee before he goes into a big meeting, and in walk I, and then whip me trousers and me pants right down to my ankles and basically piss at the urinal like I'm a toddler. Not sophisticated humour, but startling, and especially the way I've cut in here. I've started off with obviously the shot of us at the urinal, so you know something weird's going on, but you haven't already seen what I like to call the arse reveal. Now, I thought I might as well get this out of the way because it's not going to take long before I have to put up something that has me in underwear or less, because despite my body type and general lack of attractiveness, I do tend to be out of my clothes fairly often, and it's usually for comedy purposes because fat, hairy people are funny. That's just how it is. Occasionally, we also get referred to as brave, which is not something I like particularly because You never hear good-looking actors referred to as brave when they do nudity. Funny that. You're very brave, isn't it? Oh! Yeah, so I hope it was brief enough that you didn't have to rush off to get a vomit bucket. And we can carry on with the next little clip, which is, again, very little. And this comes from something that comes from a complete piece that's been shot, but only a sample has been put online by the director so far. So this is a tiny snippet of that, but it cuts in from the random shock of the arse to a quite distinctive look as a game show or beauty pageant presenter. So we'll rewind a little bit and have a look at this next little clip. Here we go. A little more arse action, only a tiny bit.
Now it's time for our favourite round, the one the judges, and you dirty lot at home, love the most.
Okay, well, I said it was short. I never lie. And that's just, again, to show me very quickly with a distinctive look. It's not funny in and of itself, but it's different from the little bit that's before it and everything that comes after. So it's showing a different side. When the director sent me the audition piece for this role, which is a smarming host of a beauty pageant, she wasn't sure if she wanted to go British or American. I really favoured American, especially because he's so cheesy in that outfit. But ultimately, her reference point was actually Michael Aspel hosting a Miss World or Miss Universe, one of the two, from the 70s. And she wanted to go with that kind of style. So that's what we did. We're coming up to a longer clip now, which is also deeply sophisticated. If fart gags are your thing, you just love a good fart gag. Carry on.
And I'm here to say it's high time people like me were respected. We're constantly overlooked in the workplace, we're whispered about on buses, and we're asked politely to leave children's birthday parties. And it's disgusting. I'm sorry, my bowels have comic timing.
That's from a thing called Not for Broadcast, and that is one that I would love to have the whole thing up of, but because of the nature of it, I can't really. It's an interesting video game where player is controlling the setup. So there's 4 cameras, and your job is to capture the right things as they happen and make sure certain things don't get seen. It doesn't sound very interesting, but it really is good. And the scene that we're playing out is good fun. There's 3 of us from an organization of people with unusual tics or idiosyncrasies. The woman to my left has got severe hiccuping. She's constantly hiccuping throughout, which is very difficult to do, I must say. She does a great job of it. And then the other chap speaks his mind. Basically, any question that's asked, whether it's to him or he just hears it, he answers it completely honestly with hilarious results. And of course, in the middle is me as Frankie Steampipe, nice name, who has chronic bowel problems, basically. And every time he tries to make a serious point, it's undone by a massive fart accompanying what he's trying to get across. So the company behind it were going to send us our bit as a showreel all put together and edited, but then they realized they had a lot of people to do that for and they really couldn't be bothered. Fair enough. So they sent us 4 clips from each camera, which is why I've only got a little bit from 1 or 2 cameras in there. Another thing to say about that is that there was another role for a security guard who had, I think, one line in it, and there were 500 applicants for that, which just goes to prove how any role, big or small, is hard fought for, and anything you get, even if it doesn't quite match your career trajectory of your dreams, you should take as a win. I certainly do. Okay, now we're moving on to something that is very different again. Well, we'll watch it first, and then I'll try and explain what on earth is happening, or who this character is. Let's have a look at Hapless Hands. As you'll see, he has quite the outfit. I'll explain where those short shorts came from another day, and the tight vest with the belly protruding is a great look for me as well. I think you'll agree.
Sorry, my bowels have comic timing.
And I was like, well, yes, I know I do not have the underwear on, but my question is, how did you know this? And he said to me, well, sir, when you turned around, I'm afraid I could see your ass crack through the top of your shorts. And I said, oh no, how embarrassing that police officer has seen my ass crack, and maybe other people around me have also seen this. But he said, do not worry, you can just pull up your shorts more and that problem will go away.
Okay, that's Hapless Hands. That is a spur of the moment kind of free flow improvisation comedy character. Hands is, I don't know where he's from, because I say I do voices, not accents, but he might be Austrian, he might be gay, he might not be, I don't know. I think he is, actually, come to think of some of the things that he's done. But he gets into all sorts of trouble just by accidentally exposing himself to people. There's Hapless Hands, the accidental nudist, and don't worry, there's no clips available where you actually see anything. But he's a fun character. Anything can happen to Hands on any given day. But we won't get into that. But again, it just shows another different facet from the other little roles that you've seen so far. And the one coming up next is also a different one. It's just from the student film, hence even poorer sound quality than some of the other things. Obviously, Hands is just shot in a hotel room. So, yes, we'll press on and have a look at me being a horrible boss.
Hey, sexy. You are? Well, make sure you're wearing that little red bra for me when I see you. No, I shouldn't be too much longer. Just waiting for this little prick's presentation to be fucking over. I shall call you back.
Okay, we'll stop it there because that last little thing that you saw at the end there was part of a clip that I probably will look at in full come the next big football tournament, which is probably not far away. I don't know about these things, but they happen quite often. It's a year with an even number at the end. It's bound to be something. But the clip before that, the nasty boss, there's no context in these clips, and you don't need it. It's not about making sense of what's happening in the scene. It's showing you, because you haven't got long. It might be different in other parts of the world, but in the UK, 2 minutes is considered a showreel length, because casting directors have so many people to get through. They're not going to watch more than that, so you can put full, complete clips up and have something running 15 minutes, but they'll only get 2 minutes into it at most anyway, and not see your best stuff that's hidden in clip 4. So, devoid of all context, it still works, and it shows, again, a different kind of character to everything else that's in the reel. You don't know that the guy giving the presentation is doing really badly. It's his worst day at work ever, from what you see in this. because it's irrelevant to you, because it's literally all about me. You also don't know that who I'm talking to on the phone is his girlfriend. So I'm basically, as well as being horrible to him at work, I'm shaking his girlfriend on the side. It's just the way I am. Right. So that is a little bit of a look inside the world of an actor's comedy reel. When I stood up, did you see the punchline for the T-shirt? Because I'm wearing a comedy T-shirt because I'm talking about a comedy reel, and you might not have even seen it. So yeah, there we go. Thanks to the other half for getting that one for us. I think it's a little bit of a dig at me, actually. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that and didn't mind looking at my bum for a few seconds. As I say, there will be probably more of my ass on this channel at some point, so either look forward to that or don't. As I say, sometimes things come with trigger warnings, but if you knew it was coming, then the laugh would be gone, the impact would be gone. That's my theory. If you disagree vehemently, let me know in the comments below. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. My next self-reaction will be probably around in time for Valentine's Day, so we'll have to find something suitably romantic to look at. Trying to think what those possibilities could be. As for now, I will see you on the next video when, and indeed if, that ever happens. Bye for now.